90s News is now. Tonight, we have a breaking story.
Hello?
It's official! The Soviet Union is no longer. My name is Taylor Typhoon.
And my name is Libby. Today's date is January 1st, 1992. Yesterday was a date that will go down into history. Later in the broadcast, we will tell you the breaking news. But first, it is imperative that we cover all of the events that happened during the Cold War that led up to this point.
The Cold War at home began with America going into the second Red Scare in history. The Red Scare was when America was scared about national and foreign communists influencing society or infiltrating the federal government. In this time, several offices in the government were created to make sure that communists did not infiltrate America.
One of these offices was called the Federal Employee Loyalty Program, which was designed to weed out the communist influences from the federal government. Anyone found guilty of having a communist association would be put on trial, where they would be forced to give up the names of the other people associated with the Communist Party.
In addition to the Federal Employee Loyalty Committee, Congress created the House Committee on Un-American Activities. This was an investigative committee that investigated disloyal and rebellious organizations. The committee's methods included pressure on witnesses to name former associates, vague and sweeping accusations against individuals, and the assumption of an individual's guilt of association with a suspect organization.
This committee also created a blacklist of names of 10 Hollywood actors that were suspected of participating in un-American activities. This list was dubbed the Hollywood 10 and proceeded to ruin the careers of everyone on that list.
In a movie called Red Dawn that was created 8 years ago in 1986, it shows that what America would fear would happen if the communists actually invaded us. Here's a clip from this movie. This is not real footage, but many Americans during the Red Scare believed it would happen to us if we were not careful. Wow, that was a really intense clip. People really feared what the communists would do to us.
Yes, I agree, Taylor. Some people were genuinely scared of being taken over or even associated with the communists. One baseball team that was afraid of being associated with communism was the Cincinnati Reds. They feared the name would cause disapproval from their fans, so they changed it to the Cincinnati Redlegs, which they believed would be more politically correct.
Part of this Red Scare was attributed to the Senator of Wisconsin at the time named Joseph R. McCarthy. Senator McCarthy started a panic in America when he started accusing many different people for being supporters of the Communist Party. He accused the Hollywood 10, along with numerous other politicians and federal agents, for having communist ties. This started witch hunts throughout the entire United States, where everyone started accusing each other of being communists. It was because of the witch hunts that Arthur Miller wrote the famed play The Crucible. about the Salem witch trials.
Now that we know what happened in the past, we can focus on the more recent events that led to the dissolution of the Soviet Union. On November 6, 1991, the Communist Party of the Soviet Union and the Soviet KGB ended. On December 8, 1991, the Belovezh Accords were signed by the leaders of the Russian Soviet Federative Socialist Republic, the Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic, and the Belarusian Soviet Socialist Republic. This sealed the deal for the dissolution of the Soviet Union and the creation of the CIS, or the Commonwealth of Independent States.
On December 25, 1991, Gorbachev resigned as the Soviet president and his post was abolished. The red Soviet flag was lowered from the Moscow Kremlin, and in its place was the flag of the Russian Federation was raised. The next day, the Supreme Soviet recognized the dissolution of the Soviet Union.
And now to the late-breaking news. Yesterday, December 31st, 1991, all Soviet institutions ceased operation. The Soviet Union is no longer. Now the country will be known as Russia to the world, and there will no longer be a communist country. So what does this mean for the world today? What's going to happen with our relationship with Russia now?
Well, Libby, experts have predicted that our relationship with Russia will soon mend. Since they have changed their style of government from a communist society to a democratic style of government, this means that there will be less tension between the U.S. and Russia dealing with the way our countries are run.
Also, experts have predicted that there will be less competition for space exploration and scientific advancement in the future. Our future friendship with Russia will help us to work together on these things instead of being competitive with each other and spying on each other.
Well, hopefully our mending relationship with Russia will set an example for other countries in the world to work on peaceful relationships with each other, and this will end the Cold War at home once and for all. Okay, America, that's all for this evening. I'm Taylor Typhoon.
And I'm Libby Lightning, and thank you for watching the Channel 37 6 o'clock news, where 90s news is now.